Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to turn this dress, little girl's dress, into a really cute summer halter top. So stick with me and I will show you how to do it. Okay, so for this project what we're going to do is find a seam in the dress and we're going to cut straight down that seam until we get to the embellishments right here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to turn the dress inside out.
At this point, consider whether you should have saved that dress for your next child.
Now, sorry, I'm too lazy to move the camera. Once you're done cutting down the whole seam, you're next going to cut off the entire part of the skirt. So you're going to cut all around the skirt until you just have the fabric.
Now that you've ruined the dress, hope for a boy.
Once you're done, you should have a large piece of fabric like this. I'm going to select a piece of the fabric that doesn't have a seam on it, which seems to be this part right here. So next what we're going to do is get that paper and make our pattern. We have a large piece of paper. Now, to get the measurements for your dress, you're going to go ahead and take your tape measure and stick it right here on your collarbone. Go over the breast area, go down and then maybe to like their top rib and then see what the measurement is. And mine happens to be 10.5. Now, we do need to allow for a seam and a drawstring. There's going to be 2 drawstrings in this top. So we're going to go ahead and add an extra 2 inches. And we can always cut it later if the width isn't right. So 10.5 to 12. I'm just going to make the marks on my piece of paper all along it, and then I'm going to connect those marks with my yardstick. Next thing that we're going to do to get our measurements, on your rib cage, take and go halfway around. So kind of measure, like, put it about halfway around your body, and then go all the way around and put it halfway around your body again, and then see what that measurement is. Okay, so for me it was 15.5, so that means that your length would be 15.5 plus seam allowance. So we're going to go ahead and add just for this an extra inch, so we'll do 16.5 for how wide it's going to be. And you can go ahead and do it at the very edge, and you mark 16.5 for how long it's going to be, or you actually mark whatever your measurements are, but I'm marking 16.5, so here I go.
Unless you're into side boob, you'll actually want to add an extra 2 inches to this pattern.
Okay, 16.5. I forgot what I was doing for a minute. Okay, now, just like we did before, we're going to take the yardstick and connect the dots like we're in the 3rd grade.
I guess the 1st grade is most historically accurate, but I do remember connecting some dots in the 3rd grade.
And if you did it on the edge of the paper, then you're just going to be drawing one straight line. This top is going to be gathered at the top, and then it's going to come down around here and then be tied in the back. Okay, so for your top part, you can actually take a little bit of the rectangleness. So we're going to go 1.5 inches in. And we're just going to mark it one time on each side. Now we're going to take our ruler. Oh, there goes my pencil. Okay. We're going to take our ruler and from the line that's at the very bottom, draw a line that's going to be diagonal. So your piece is going to end up being not really half of a stop sign, but it's going to be not square. So we'll draw a line. That is what I've drawn out. So now I'm going to cut it out. Jeez. This is kind of a small room that I have right now, and it's like hard to navigate my body around it. I can't stay in the lines. This is the shape that we're going to be cutting out of our fabric. So let's go ahead and get rid of the paper and grab the fabric. So let's trace our pattern here. You'll want to trace it on the back side just so it's not seen. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is pin my pattern to my piece of fabric just to make it easier to cut it out, because I'm just going to cut along the lines. Excuse me, I'm having a wardrobe malfunction. Sheesh.
Oh, Janet Jackson.
Okay, there we go. I just kind of lightly pinned it, And now I'm going to trace it.
Sorry about the pencil. I have fabric chalk on order right now.
Just go ahead and grab a cup of coffee or something while you're waiting for me. Alright, so once we're done tracing the lines, we'll go ahead and take our pattern off and we will cut our fabric. And then I would save the, whoa, my thing got caught on my table. I'm just having issues today.
As I was cutting the fabric, I pretended that I was in a castle making my gown for the upcoming ball. Now I want to make a dress, so be sure to subscribe to see what I do next.
Okay, so you should have a piece of fabric that looks very similar to this in shape. And the next thing we're going to do is hem all of the edges. So we'll take and we'll pin them down. Now, I normally would use an iron to iron these down, but I can't find it. So I'm just going to do it myself and make it as straight as I can. So you could get an iron or you can just do it yourself. But go ahead and pin down one side at a time and then we will sew them. Okay, so I just got done pinning the top and bottom. I'm going to wait to do the sides until I sew the top and bottom. That'll just be much easier. Now, I did do a review on this sewing machine and unboxing, so if you want to see that, just go ahead and wait till the end of the video, and there will be a link there to see that video. This is a pretty cool machine. It does, gosh, probably 100 different types of stitches. It's really, really neat. It'll do like these little flowers. It does letters. It does numbers. It's a very cool machine. Now I'm going to sew the other side. Okay, next, put the sewing machine away for a minute. And we need to hem the sides. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of right now. And I'm going to go ahead and just turn the camera off while I do it because I'm sure you know what it looks like to hem the sides. Alright, so next thing you're going to do after, oh, I didn't even sew the edges yet. Was I thinking? Why am I even on here? I don't know. I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, and now that we've pinned our edges, it is time to sew those as well. Okay, now we have hemmed all of our edges. So the next thing we are going to do, whoa, my ring just clacked, is take the longer sides and we're going to put them, wrap them over themselves. So take it and then wrap it over. And you're going to wrap it over about, say, a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. The reason that we're doing this is we're going to find some cordage to use as our drawstring. Now, some people use just the rest of the dress and they make their cordage that way. And that probably would be prettier and I would suggest that you do that. But I'm too lazy to do that, so I found some cordage that's kind of soft and it kind of matches and I think that it'll just be fine. So that's what I'm going to use. You use whatever you like, but make sure that the tunnel that you're making is big enough to fit your cord, not too large. So I'm going to go ahead and pin for my cord. Pin my little vessel. Now, right here at the end, it's going to come out. So you're going to want to kind of turn it in and pin it like that. I've got it all pinned now, so I'm going to break out the sewing machine and sew along the line that I already sewed along to hem it. So that way we have a channel to put our cordage in. I got to turn my sewing machine on to use it. There we go. Yeah. Okay, now that you're done with your channels, break out that rope or twine or whatever you made for this. Now, when you cut your pieces that are going to go through the holes, the first one needs to be as big around as your neck, and then just add like a bunch. You can always cut it off. So I'm gonna just go for around my neck. I'm just gonna go like that. And that's probably way too much. Oh, fly. Ew. Jesus, get out of the way. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, so I cut that. Okay, and here we have my string. That will definitely be long enough. I should have cut that much longer. By the way, I know my shirt keeps falling down. stuff happens. What I'm going to basically do is put the cordage through my tunnel that I made. Then I'm going to go to the back, and when you do the back, you want to take and measure all the way around yourself. So measure all the way around. So it comes to, here is all the way around, but then you need to have room for tie. So then you take a bunch more so you can tie it up. Once you get your cordage through, or whatever you're using for your drawstring, the way you put this top on is you start by scrunching the top, and then you tie it around your neck, and then once you do that, you tie the other part around your midsection, and that's how you wear it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on and show you what it looks like. Alright, and here is the shirt on. So as you can see, I just gathered it right here. I tied it around my neck and then tied it right here, and you're good to go. I'm currently wearing a bra. You probably could get away without wearing a bra, just because it kind of poofs out and you wouldn't see anything, but that's totally, that is up to you. But anyway, I wanted to say thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about this project, please leave me a comment and I will answer it. Be sure to subscribe. You will see lots of fun and creative content. I'm getting ready to do some more sewing projects. And I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, fantastic day. And give me a thumbs up, please. Please, please, please. That helps the video get out to other people. And I will see you in my next video. Peace out. I'm far from the camera, so bye.